Good morning! Happy January 4th. This is a pre-recorded video. Sorry, this is the easiest thing I can do. I've got to work on the goddesses today, get some of those out. I have a Reiki from 4 to 5 today, a private Reiki from 4 to 5, so it'll be closed. And then I mostly need to work on the goddesses and get that information out so that you're able to pick who you're working with this year so that you can work with them longer, if that makes sense. And then I did miss a couple, and I need to not be bothered by them that I missed them and I didn't get the information out. So I'm going to be working on that this morning. I'm going to be doing 2 of the 2025 reading spread tonight for 2 ladies that have paid. I still have 7 spots. Maybe I'll get to Troy's eventually. He's like, when do I get mine? And I was like, when the list is open. But I actually had to Google this one, the spiritual meaning for January 4th. We're on 444. Okay. It says the wisdom of impermanence. Impermanence. I was like, yeah, I don't know what that means. And then it says this: every experience that you have is simply one moment in time. Every moment that you struggle within, sit with it, or dance your way through it, it will eventually pass. This truth applies to all things, the good and the difficult, the darkness and the light, the just and the unjust. It is all transient, momentary. There is both grace and wisdom in knowing that this moment too will eventually pass. So, yeah, our 2025 is going to be absolutely, completely, entirely perfect? No. Should we feel our feelings when this does come? Yes. I don't want you to bottle things up this year. If you need to have a good cry, I want you to have a good cry. If you need to scream into a pillow, have a good scream into a pillow. If you end up screaming at somebody, just apologize. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm human. But feel your feelings, because you know all of your traumas and all of your emotions from your whole life that you've bottled up. And then all of your 2024 emotions that you've bottled up are all trapped in this. And then do you really need to add more emotions and more traumas? Do you already feel like crap? Do you already feel like you have too much in there? Like, let's not add any more. Feel your feelings this year. Let it go. Push it out. That will also help get rid of some of the stuck feelings from the previous times as well. So it says acceptance of change. Impermanence teaches that nothing in life stays the same. Eventually, everything, including our emotions, relationships, experiences, and even our own bodies, is in a state of constant flux. By accepting this, we can reduce our attachments to things and people, and knowing there are parts of our natural, ever-changing process. I do think that a lot of people that I've seen recently, and even somebody in my house, needs to understand that we are aging. And aging appropriately means maybe our mind takes a little bit longer, or maybe our body needs a little more rest, a little more nourishment. Being kind to ourselves, okay? Living in the present moment. The recognition of impermanence encourages mindfulness and being present. Since everything is temporary, it reminds us to cherish each moment rather than holding on to the past or worrying about the future. Sorry, Connor loves his mommy. It helps us appreciate life as it unfolds rather than waiting for the things that remain the same. Reducing suffering. By understanding that change is inevitable, we can release expectations and attachments, which are often the root cause of suffering. When we let go of the desire for permanence, We free ourselves from disappointments. When things shift or end, impermanence teaches us to embrace the ebb and flow of life with grace. We are creatures of habit, and we have a really hard time accepting change. We need to get over that because nothing stays the same. Embracing growth and transformation, impermanence invites us to see change as a natural part of growth and transformation. Whether it's personal development, a career shift, a new life stage, change is an opportunity to evolve and reinvent ourselves. That is nice, because I think I'm actually on the same path as my soul now. I fully embraced myself. I am who I am, and I love it. And the last thing is finding peace in the unpredictable. Knowing that everything is in a constant state of flux can bring a sense of peace. Instead of fearing the unknown, we can learn to trust in the impermanent nature of life, finding calm even in uncertainty. The wisdom of impermanence teaches us to let go of control and allow life to unfold organically. I think that my entire life, because my childhood was so out of control, I didn't get out of that toxic house till I was 23 years old, 22, 23, when Troy rescued me. And because that was so uncontrolled, if you've had any experience in your life that's been difficult and you felt like you were under control, a lot of the times we shift and we go extreme in wanting to control every little thing, including like our husbands. I don't know, maybe I had a trigger and realized that I might have been a little bit controlling of things that I didn't need to be controlling of. Like, I don't even know, for example, like he wants to go to Home Depot and I'm like, I've got this and this and this, and then I'm always saying no, and he can go to Home Depot. Like, why are you always saying no? Like, if he went to say anything, I had already set up my day, and then he always comes home from work and I've got my day, it's going the way I want it to go, I got everything in control, and then this is what I'm gonna do when he comes home so that I can, and then he's like, I'm gonna go do this, and I'm like, no. So, within reason, I really have, and I'm going to continue to let go of control. You need to be able to look at your partner and trust that they'll make the best decisions for you and your family. If they don't, that's on them. But you can't sit there and try to control every little thing. You have to let go of the control and you have to start going with the flow. You can barely control yourself. Stop pushing yourself to control all the things around you. And just find a way to find trust. When you're feeling like you need to control the situation, take a deep breath and tell yourself, I go with the flow. I release control and give in to the flow. You could say that as a mantra and just remind yourself, I trust that everything will unfold the way it needs to for my highest good. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I will talk to you later. Hopefully I'll be posting a ton of stuff about goddesses. You need to pick who you're working with. Love you.